This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
Not be named deigned to drop by. I wince, surprised. Not at the sentiment. Mo and Gertie never liked Justin, and I know they hate that I'm still living at his place, even though he's hardly ever there. It's just unusual to hear Gertie bring him up directly. After the final peacemaking dinner with the four of us ended in a furious row, I gave up on trying to make everyone get along and just stopped talking to Gertie and Mo about him altogether. Old habits die hard. Even post-breakup, we've all dodged around discussing him. And why does it have to be so cheap? Gertie goes on, ignoring the warning look from Mo. I know you're paid a pittance, but really, Tiffy, $400 a month is impossible in London. Have you actually thought about all this, properly? I swallow. I can feel Mo watching me carefully. That's the trouble with having a counsellor as a friend. Mo is basically an accredited mind reader, and he never seems to switch his superpowers off. Tiff, he says gently. Oh, bloody hell, I'll just have to show them. There's nothing else for it. Quickly and all at once, that's the best way. Like pulling off a plaster, or getting into cold water, or telling my mother I broke something ornamental from the living room dresser. I reach for my phone and pull up the Facebook message. Tiffy, I'm really disappointed in how you acted last night. You were completely out of line. It's my flat, Tiffy. I can come by whenever I like with whoever I like. I would have expected you to be more grateful for letting you stay. I know us breaking up has been hard on you. I know you're not ready to leave. But if you think that means you can start trying to lay down some rules, then it's time you paid me for the past 3 months of rent. And you're going to need to pay full rent going forwards too. Patricia says you're taking advantage of me, living in my place pretty much for free. And even though I've always stood up for you with her, after yesterday's performance, I can't help thinking she might be right. Justin. Kiss, kiss. My stomach twists when I reread that line. You're taking advantage of me. Because I never intended to do that. I just didn't know that when he left he really meant it this time. Mo finishes reading first. He popped in again on Thursday. With Patricia. I look away. He has a point. He's been really good to let me stay there this long. Funny, Gertie says darkly. I've always had the distinct impression he likes keeping you there. She makes it sound weird, but I sort of feel the same way. When I'm still in Justin's flat, it isn't really over. I mean, all the other times he's come back eventually. But then I met Patricia on Thursday. The real-life, extremely attractive, actually quite lovely woman Justin has left me for. There's never been another woman before. Mo reaches for my hand. Gertie takes the other. We stay like this, ignoring the estate agent smoking outside the window, and I let myself cry for a moment, just one fat tear down each cheek. So, anyway, I say brightly, withdrawing my hands to wipe my eyes, I need to move out. Now. Even if I wanted to stay and risk him bringing Patricia back again, I can't afford the rent, and I owe Justin a ton of money, and I really don't want to borrow from anyone. I'm kind of sick of not paying for things myself, to be honest. So, yes, it's this or the Flatshare. Mo and Gertie exchange a look. Gertie closes her eyes in pained resignation. Well, you clearly cannot live here. She opens her eyes and holds out a hand. Show me that advert again? I hand her my phone, flicking from Justin's message to the Gumtree ad for the Flatshare. Double bedroom in sunny one-bed Stockwell flat. Rent £350 per month, including bills. Available immediately for 6 months minimum. Flat and room/bed is to share with 27-year-old palliative care nurse who works nights and is away weekends. Only ever in the flat 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday. All yours the rest of the time. Perfect for someone with 9-to-5 job. To view, contact L Toomey. Details below. It's not just sharing a flat, Tiff, it's sharing a bed. Sharing a bed is odd, Mo says worriedly. What if this L Toomey is a man? Gertie asks. I'm prepared for this one. It doesn't matter, I say calmly. It's not like we'd ever be in the bed at the same time, or the flat even. This is uncomfortably close to what I said when justifying staying at Justin's place last month, but never mind. You'd be sleeping with him, Tiffany, Gertie says. Everyone knows the first rule of flat sharing is don't sleep with your flatmate. I don't think this sort of arrangement is what people are referring to, I tell her wryly. You see, Gertie, sometimes when people say sleeping together, what they really mean is... Gertie gives me a long, level look. Yes, thank you, Tiffany. Mo sniggering stops abruptly when Gertie turns her glare on him. I'd say the first rule of flat sharing is to make sure you get on with the person before you move in, he says, cannily redirecting the